Hello, class. Good to see you again. This is American English File, 2nd edition, Book 2, Student Book, Part 5C. How much is too much? Okay, now today we're going to talk about diet and lifestyle. With a partner, you and your friend, both of you, answer the questions below. Diet and lifestyle questionnaire. Number 1. Do you drink coffee? How many cups of coffee do you drink a day? What kind of coffee? What time do you drink your last cup of the day? Right? Number 2. How much time do you spend a day in the sun? A. In the winter, in the summer, C. When you're on vacation. Do you always wear sunscreen? You know sunscreen, right? That cream that you put on your body, right? Number 3, do you play a lot of video or computer games? What are your favorite games? How much time do you spend a week playing them? Number 4, how often do you eat chocolate? What kind of chocolate do you prefer? Milk, white, or dark? Number 5, how many hours a day do you watch TV during the week, on the weekends? What kind of TV shows do you watch regularly? All right. Now, part B, do you think any of your habits are unhealthy? Unhealthy, bad for you. Okay. Now I need you to answer the questions, speak to your partner, and compare your answers. This is on you. Okay. That was a very good discussion to start with. Now, everybody, we have a reading. Look at the title. Everything bad is good for you. What does it mean? Do you have any idea? Okay, so part A. Read the article once. Does it change what you think about your answers to the questionnaire? Do you remember the questionnaire? All right, you may change some of your answers. Now, this is on you. Read the article and look at your answers. This is on you.
A few moments later.
Okay, you're back. So let's read it together. Everything bad is good for you. Interesting. Coffee. We all know that a cup of coffee helps to wake you up in the morning, right? But several studies show that drinking coffee helps to prevent some illnesses like diabetes and Parkinson's disease. Experts say that you can safely drink 3 cups of espresso during the day, but if you drink too much coffee, it can make you feel anxious or keep you awake at night. True. Sunlight. Spending a long time in the sun is dangerous and can give you skin cancer. But on the other hand, not spending enough time in the sun is also bad for you because sunlight helps us to produce vitamin D. Yes, vitamin D. This vitamin is important for strong bones and a healthy immune system. And it also makes people feel happier. Nowadays, many people don't get enough sunlight because they wear sunscreen all the time, especially on their faces. However, don't spend too long in the sun. 15 minutes a day without sunscreen is a healthy amount. And not at midday. You know midday, right? Okay, and the last one, computer games. You probably worry about how much time you or your children waste playing computer games. But in fact, some studies show that these games can help us learn important skills. It seems that computer games stimulate the brain and that people who often play them are probably better at solving problems and making quick decisions. But don't spend too many hours in front of a computer. Not more than about 2 hours a day. All right. So, tell me, did you change your answers? Do you have a different way of thinking now? Okay. Now, for the next part, read the article again. Look at the highlighted words. Highlight these words in yellow highlights, right? related to health and body. Match them to a picture or definition. Okay? Take your time, stop the video, and do it. Match the pictures and definitions to the highlighted words. Okay? Are you ready? Now I need you to listen and check. Okay? Let's do it.
2.50. 1. Bones. 2. Face. 3. Brain. 4. Skin. 5. Prevent. 6. Illness. 7. Anxious.
Well done. You did very good. Let's continue. Good. Now I want to test your memory. Can you remember what is good about coffee, sunlight, and computer games? And number 2, what you need to be careful about. Okay? Speak to your partner. Get your ideas out. Good. Now these are some of the ideas that we discussed. Number 1, good about coffee, wakes you up, especially in the morning, prevents some illnesses. Good. What's good about sunlight? Helps produce vitamin D, good for bones and healthy immune system, makes you feel happier. What's good about computer games? Stimulate the brain, help learn important skills, for example, solving problems and making decisions. And it's good for your English speaking, right? Because in some games, most of the dialogues are in English, okay? Now, what's bad about coffee? Can make you feel anxious or keep you awake at night. What's bad about sunlight? Too much can give you skin cancer. And what's bad about computer games? It can waste your time. Now, everybody, you can see my headphones, right? It means that we're going to listen. Now, everybody with a partner, you and your friend, decide in what ways you think chocolate and watching TV could be good for you. How can it be good for you? Do you have any idea eating chocolates and watching TV? Can they be good for you? Are they good habits? Do you have any idea? Okay, we're about to find out. Listen to a radio program and check your answers. How can chocolate and watching TV be good for you? Let's listen, okay?
2.51.
Next in our list of things that you thought were bad for you is chocolate. Jane, our food expert, is going to tell us why actually it can be good for us.
Well, there have been a lot of studies recently about chocolate. Remember, chocolate is something that we've been eating for hundreds of years. It's not a modern invention. And the studies show that chocolate, like grape juice, contains antioxidants. In fact, chocolate has more antioxidants than grape juice. These antioxidants can protect us against illnesses like heart disease.
Really?
Yes, but, and this is very important, all the good antioxidants are only in dark chocolate. So don't eat milk chocolate or white chocolate. They aren't healthy at all. And of course, you also need to remember that although dark chocolate is good for you, it contains a lot of calories. So if you're worried about your weight, don't eat too much. 1 or 2 pieces a day is enough.
Great news for me because I love chocolate. And now to Tony, our TV journalist. Tony, newspaper articles are always telling us about studies that say that we watch too much TV, that we spend too much time sitting in front of the TV, and that as a result, we don't exercise enough. They also say that watching TV makes us stupid. Is this all true, Tony?
Well, it's almost certainly true that we watch too much television, but it probably isn't true that watching TV makes us stupid. I've just finished reading a book by a science writer, Steven Johnson, called Everything Bad is Good for You. One thing he says in his book is that modern TV series like The Sopranos or House or Mad Men are more intellectually stimulating than TV series were 20 years ago. He says that these shows are complicated and very smart, and that they help to make us more intelligent.
Well, I can believe that. But what about reality shows that are so popular on TV? I can't believe that these are good for us.
Well, Steven Johnson says that we can even learn something from reality shows. He says this kind of TV show can teach us about group psychology, about how people behave when they are in a group.
Well, thank you, Tony and Jane. So now you know what to do this evening. You can sit down in front of the TV with a box of dark chocolates.
Okay, well done. So tell me, in what way chocolate and watching TV can be good for us? Do you have any idea? Okay, let's check. Chocolate protects from illnesses and reduces bad cholesterol. Watching TV makes us more intelligent and teaches us about group psychology. Interesting. Now, everybody, I need you to listen again. Answer the questions number 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know the drill. Okay, let's do it.
2.51.
Next in our list of things that you thought were bad for you is chocolate. Jane, our food expert, is going to tell us why actually it can be good for us.
Well, there have been a lot of studies recently about chocolate. Remember, chocolate is something that we've been eating for hundreds of years. It's not a modern invention. And the studies show that chocolate, like grape juice, contains antioxidants. In fact, chocolate has more antioxidants than grape juice. These antioxidants can protect us against illnesses like heart disease.
Really?
Yes, but, and this is very important, all the good antioxidants are only in dark chocolate. So don't eat milk chocolate or white chocolate. They aren't healthy at all. And of course, you also need to remember that although dark chocolate is good for you, it contains a lot of calories. So if you're worried about your weight, don't eat too much. 1 or 2 pieces a day is enough.
Great news for me because I love chocolate. And now to Tony, our TV journalist. Tony, newspaper articles are always telling us about studies that say that we watch too much TV, that we spend too much time sitting in front of the TV, and that as a result, we don't exercise enough. They also say that watching TV makes us stupid. Is this all true, Tony?
Well, it's almost certainly true that we watch too much television, but it probably isn't true that watching TV makes us stupid. I've just finished reading a book by a science writer, Steven Johnson, called Everything Bad is Good for You. One thing he says in his book is that modern TV series like The Sopranos or House or Mad Men are more intellectually stimulating than TV series were 20 years ago. He says that these shows are complicated and very smart, and that they help to make us more intelligent.
Well, I can believe that. But what about reality shows that are so popular on TV? I can't believe that these are good for us.
Well, Steven Johnson says that we can even learn something from reality shows. He says this kind of TV show can teach us about group psychology, about how people behave when they are in a group.
Well, thank you, Tony and Jane. So now you know what to do this evening. You can sit down in front of the TV with a box of dark chocolates.
Okay, well done. So everybody check your answers with your friends. Okay, let's address them one by one. Number 1, what does chocolate have in common with grape juice? It contains antioxidants. Okay. Number 2, what kind of chocolate is good for you? B, not good for you. I think, yeah, dark chocolate is good for you. Milk and white chocolate aren't good for you. Okay. Number 3, how are TV series different from the ones 20 years ago? Why is this good for us? Okay, they're complicated and very smart. They can help to make us more intelligent. For example, they teach you about group psychology, this and that. And the last question, what can we learn from reality TV shows? How people behave in groups. Well done, everybody. You did very good. Now, everybody, do the article and the radio program make you feel happier about your lifestyle? Yes or no? Speak to your friend. Okay, so far so good. Now, everybody, grammar. Quantifiers. 2. Not enough. Can you remember how to use much and many, etc., these words? In pairs, you and your friend. Choose the correct word or phrase for each sentence. Say why the other one is wrong. Okay, let's do it together. How much or how many? How many cups of coffee do you drink a day? Why how many? Because look, cups. You can count cups. 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups. Number 2, I don't spend much time in the sun. For time, you use much. Number 3, I eat a lot of chocolate. All right? If you say many, there has to be as many chocolates. All right? But a lot of chocolate. Number 4, drinking a little grape juice can be good for you. All right? You can't count juice, right? Like juices or something like that. Number 5, I only have a few computer games. Look at this. And number 6, my parents read a lot. If you say a lot of, you have to add something else. A lot of what? A lot of books, a lot of newspapers, a lot of what? Good. So far, so good. Now, look at some sentences from the reading and listening. Match the bold phrases in 1 and 2 to meaning A and B. Okay, so first, don't eat too much chocolate or too many sugary snacks if you don't want to gain weight. Don't spend too long in the sun. Number 2, nowadays, many people don't get enough sunlight. We're not active enough. So now A means less than you need or than is good for you. B means more than you need or than is good for you. So less or more, which one? Okay, B and A, this is the way. Don't eat too much chocolate. What it means, don't eat more than you need. All right, and B, nowadays many people don't get enough sunlight. Enough means less than you need. So that's the difference between too many or too much or enough and not enough, right? Okay, good. But that's the start. Now, one more question. Look at the sentences with enough. What's the position of enough? A with a noun, B with an adjective. All right. Okay. So read them again. Nowadays, many people don't get enough sunlight. Sunlight is a noun. All right. We're not active enough. Active is an adjective. So enough comes before a noun, right? Enough sunlight. And enough comes after an adjective. We are not active enough. Well done. You did very good. Okay, everybody, listen and practice. All right?
2.52. 1.
I'm stressed. I have too much work.
He talks too much. 2.
My diet is unhealthy. I eat too many cookies.
3. I don't want to go out. I'm too tired.
Okay, so too much or too many or simply too. Okay, use too much, too many or simply too to say more than is good. All right? Use too much plus uncountable, you can't count it. For example, coffee time or after a verb. Use too many plus countable, too many cookies, too many people. And use too plus adjective. For example, I'm too tired. Okay, so far so good. Now everybody, enough. Listen everyone.
2.53. 1.
Do you eat enough vegetables?
I don't drink enough water. 2.
She doesn't sleep enough.
3. My refrigerator isn't big enough.
I don't go to bed early enough.
Good. Now everybody, we have 3 rules. 1. Use enough before a noun to mean all that is necessary. Do you eat enough vegetables? Use enough after a verb with no object. For example, she doesn't sleep enough. Or use enough after an adjective or adverb. For example, my refrigerator isn't big enough. Big is the adjective. All right? Well done. Now, I need you to practice this. Bear with me. Okay, now we have 2 exercises. A, circle the correct form. For example, how much milk do you drink? And B, complete the sentences with too much, too many, or enough. Now, use the rules that I taught you. Stop the video and do it yourself, just you. Okay, very nice. Now, check your answers with your friends, with your partners. Okay, now let's do it together. Number 1, I eat too much chocolate. Number 2, I eat too many potato chips. Number 3, I don't drink enough water. Number 4, I can't come. I'm too busy. Number 5, you work too much. Number 6, I don't have enough time. Number 7, I don't go out enough. All right. And number 8, she's too lazy. Okay, so far so good. Exercise B. Number 1, I'm not very fit. I don't exercise enough. Number 2, I can't walk to school. It's too far. Number 3, there are too many cars on the streets today. Number 4, I spend too much time on the computer. It gives me headaches. Number 5, I don't sleep enough. Only 5 or 6 hours, but I really need 8. Okay. Number 6, I was too sick to go to work yesterday. Number 7, there were too many people at the party, so it was impossible to dance. Number 8, I always have too much work and not enough free time. Well done, everybody. You got it. Okay. Now, everybody, pronunciation. Look. Up, boot, bike, egg, right? Cross out the word with a different pronunciation. Okay, do it. Cross out. All right? Now, everybody, I need you to listen and check. Okay?
2.54.
Up. Enough. Much. None. Busy.
Boot. Few. Should. Too. Food.
Bike. Try. Diet. Little. Like.
Egg. Many. Any. Healthy. Water.
Well done. You did very good. And to end this session, everybody, ask and answer the questions with a partner. Say why. Do you think you read enough? Okay. Not really. I only read school textbooks, not for pleasure. Okay. So we have the question models. For example, do you think you eat enough fruit and vegetables? Do you think you play enough sports or exercise enough? All right. So use the questions. Ask the questions from your friends. Okay. And give long answers. This is on you. And another lesson done. I'm proud of you. You're doing great. This is everyday thing. Believe in yourself. You're the best. You should believe it. See you soon.